Nej, vi tager det første minut på dansk, så vi ikke banner.
Ja, nemlig.
Øhm, ja.
Og du
Så
kan se streamet af
det,
det hele?
ja.
Cool.
Ja, det er også... Jeg har eksperimenteret lidt med det, fordi vi skal jo promote det og selv prøve at sælge vores AI-integration i vores programmer til folk. Fordi jeg har eksperimenteret med det, og det er lort fra en nums. Det er det virkelig.
Ja.
Men det er et godt startpunkt, hvis det ikke skal være så kompliceret, det man skriver. Det er godt til en hurtig e-mail.
Ja,
Det er
Trish
godt
bruger det til captions, til social media og sådan noget. Altså.
Ja, og det er virkelig godt øh, til at tage notes i Teams. Det kan man sætte den til.
Ja, det bruger jeg til alting. I stedet for, jeg bruger ikke engang notesbog som journalist med. Jeg, selv hvis det er face-to-face, så lægger jeg min telefon op på bordet, og får den til at optage det hele, og så fodrer jeg det til Teams. Og så kan jeg gå igennem det i stedet. Så kan jeg faktisk holde øje med... så jeg kan faktisk have en samtale. Jeg får bedre quotes på den måde.
Ja, nej, det er ikke for at drikke Kool-Aiden for meget, men det er Teams er virkelig, virkelig godt.
Ja,
til mange ting. Ikke til det hele.
Jamen altså, som software, så synes jeg, det er lidt underligt hister her. Der er mange ting omkring det, som virker meget sådan mustifustiske.
Ja.
Alex har haft store problemer med at få det til at holde op med at køre på en af hendes medarbejderes computer, for eksempel. Fordi der var et testprogram af en eller anden art, som kunne mærke, at Teams kørte i baggrunden, og ikke ville have tage testen. Og hun kunne ikke finde ud af, for at få den til at holde kæft. Lukkede det i Task Manager, det hele blev ved med at vise sig.
Altså det er nok Teams chat integrationen i ens taskbar eller sådan noget.
Ja, men præcis, ikke? Altså det er så dybt integreret i ens computer, at det nogle gange sker nogle lidt underlige ting, hvis det ikke virker ordentligt.
Ja, det er rigtig godt til sådan et businessprogram.
Ja,
men til sådan en personlig chat og sådan noget, der er det ikke ting.
Jeg vil ønske, at jeg, og det var ikke, jeg vil ønske, at jeg kunne eksportere de transcripts Teams laver, eller optagelser af møder for eksempel. De bor alle sammen i Teams, jeg kan ikke downloade lydfilen.
Okay.
Hvilket er en skam, fordi hvis jeg bare kunne hælde lydfilen over i dictate-funktionen i Word, så behøver jeg ikke engang tage notater. Så ligger alle mine notater bare ved siden af den artikel, jeg er midt i at skrive.
Ja, hvis man sætter den til transcribe, laver den en Word-fil.
Jamen, men jeg kan ikke finde ud af, hvordan man spytter den ud. Men det er måske også en samtale til et andet tidspunkt. Altså, nu er du lige blevet færdig med tech support hele dagen.
Ja, det er jo faktisk hele mit job, det her.
Ja.
Bare med folk, der er 2% så gode til computer.
Mhm. Ja.
Men nu er det vist også tid.
Tror du det er
til at skifte den over på English?
I mean, hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. It's the 8th deepest lake in the world. We're going to Mirror Peak Lookout, which is up there, and I'm down here. And the fancy box on the wall just gave me a bunch of revolver ammo and flares, so it's gonna be easy going getting up there, I guess. I have 5 flare gun ammo, and 5 flares, and 2 flashbangs, and a bunch of hunting rifle ammo, so people are gonna go easy on me on this trail, I guess is what I'm saying.
This shit's gonna be a walk in the woods, baby.
Definitely. It's gonna be a walk in the woods plus.
I don't get why. I mean, he's rich. Why doesn't he just call for like a helicopter or something to come pick him up? Take him to the top.
He's currently wanted by the FBI.
Okay.
Also,
call someone that's not the police.
I detect piss in the distance here.
Oh, piss.
It's like R. Kelly's sheets up in here. I don't know. He could potentially. I don't fucking know how Alan's like think. Oh, the more. Oh no. Okay. Okay, dude, right behind me. Have fun with that. Wowie. Do not throw shit at me. Try to take care of the little dudes first, you know?
Yeah. Well, especially because the little dudes throw shit.
Exactly. Want some clean shots at the big guy. Although that was 2 of my flares gone already, so maybe not the best plan.
Well, maybe that was the big fight they were prepping you for.
Quite probably, yeah. There's probably nothing bigger coming. 4 dudes seems about
Yeah.
right for the way that this game is setting this up.
Yeah. And you've got your piss canister, and it's just up a hill.
Yeah.
It's all uphill from here, baby.
Yeah, in the most positive way possible. Are we...
Yeah.
Is there a... Okay, so there's some shit around here. Says the dots on the tree. There we go. Free shit in here, maybe? In this little crevice? No?
Probably
Ah.
farther back in some sort of cave? No?
You know? Ah, there we go.
Oh.
Go. Extra flare gun ammo. I have 7 flares now. We can really go crazy towards the end of this.
Or waste them all right now.
Yeah, let's just fire them everywhere. I'm not actually going to do that because I don't want to die later, but wouldn't it be hilarious if I had the balls to do so? Hi, Ghost.
Hello, Ghost.
What's your paper on? We'll write it for you right now. You just, like, turn on, like, Google Dictator or whatever, and you took Mount Edibles. That's a lot of edibles.
Mott had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
The boss, huh?
Oh, mafia shit?
This is a fun, quick little reminder that while I do know like the overarching story of like kind of what the fuck is happening, I don't know the specific plot points of this game.
So it's the mafia. I'm
assuming
I'm deciding now. Yeah.
Bonjour, Wayward. Good to see you.
Hello, Ward.
It's a book report on classification. Like, what are we classifying?
I classify that as boring nerd shit.
Classify this foot up your ass.
Oh!
Fucking got him! This is... Oh, are we gonna explode some more timber real quick? Nice.
Oh, yeah. It's the piss. Goes straight to the quads and the brain.
'Cause it's the piss of destiny. To pick a Destiny references for you fabulous folks at home. Everything to classify as to be human. Well, that's true, isn't it? Like, I mean, all human reasoning is more or less just sorting things into categories and then comparing the categories against one another.
No. I think that's boring nerd shit as well.
I mean, it is, but it's fun.
Each
boring
thing
shit.
is an individual, uncategorized thing.
Oh boy. CN and TZ. Tom, you talked to me on TV. Did you write this? Tom.
That's sweet. I like that.
Was there, like... Did I have a kick of some kind? I don't think I did, right? Nope, whoops.
Well, there goes another flare.
Yeah, no kidding. Some more revolver ammo, though. Some hunting rifle ammo over here, maybe? Oh, shotgun ammo. That's fun, because I don't have one of those.
How do you get outside to the cage where the piss is?
It's around the back there. I think I need to go up and out-ish.
Oh.
Presumably.
Flares.
Hmm.
It's nice there's all this free stuff and you're not going to have to fight anyone afterwards, you know?
Really, though. I mean, whoever's putting this stuff everywhere must be a really generous person.
Yeah, and they're not, like, preparing you to just barely survive being attacked by shadow zombies.
Mm-hmm.
That would be cruel.
Wayward, we forgive you for not shadowing for us. That seems about right. Cool. We'll just drop this. Gentlemen, what is all the hubbub? Fucking... Okay. I should take care of the little guy first. Fuck! Okay.
Okay, so don't do that.
Okay.
Jesus.
No kidding. Fuck. Got him.
Holy shit.
There we go. Had it all under control the whole time.
That was entirely too many guys for this room.
Oh, definitely. But also, like, I kind of... Like, that was kind of a fun fight.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the room I was in earlier, so all the delicious resources are gone, but... Okay, so we're just... Platforming! Whee!
Woo.
Platforming in a game that's really not meant for it.
Time for the piss cage.
Oh yeah, there it is. The piss cage, incidentally, is also what I call my bedroom. Just admiring the views. I figure, like, the way that ooh, fascinating.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
I wonder if we're gonna meet Cynthia in this one.
Cynthia.
I was close now. I had to get there.
Shut
I
up.
tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control.
But she died for our sins.
Dr. Hartman stood in
Thea.
place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were
What
jelly.
are you talking
He
about?
smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it.
22 Jump Street.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. Fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Everything's normal when Mink is out here shouting about piss cages.
Piss cage, piss cage, piss cage, piss cage, piss cage.
That's exactly how it sounded in my head.
Wait,
No?
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! Sorry. Please, Lane. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned.
Oh, shit.
We just said we had her to make a play ball. You see? To get him writing for us. Please. Please. Oh. I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me. Ah!
Fascinating.
That was very dark. That was intense.
Yeah. Right out the gate, no less. Well, that big fight they were setting us up for was, in fact, the bridge one. So... Also, we are now halfway through this game.
Ooh.
So, congratulations, everyone. High fives all
I'm
around.
assuming it gets easier from here?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was the hard part.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that Ryder just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
There we go. We're getting the truth right now.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
It's continuing. Holy fuck, you're terrifying.
Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You
Like the
went
book.
through another rough period.
Yeah.
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
Mink, you should definitely look up the Alan Wake playlists on Spotify. I think if you like that song, you'll like the rest of them too.
Yes.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think.
Someone whose
Couldn't
right
focus.
shoulder I'd been looking over this whole time. Now left, now right.
The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
Oh, there's no jump button.
You're too numb. Knock him the fuck out.
Good evening, Alan.
None of the punch
Feeling
buttons are
better
working.
Now? Feeling calm?
Fuck.
Yeah, I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Why, right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
What a reasonable guy.
Now,
Yeah.
why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
the way you say that makes me feel like it's not going to do me
corridor
good.
is for patients. Most of them are.
Why would you make a poster that does that? That only works for books, you dumbass.
Except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan.
This
I
whole
honestly
section of the
believe we
game
can get
actually
this thing
ties
under
into control a
if we
lot.
work together.
Huh.
This way, Alan.
In ways that I'm not going to detail right now. Anderson, huh?
That's the old gods guy.
Yeah, guys.
Now,
Guys,
Alan,
yeah.
from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable
Got him.
state until you understand and accept this.
Vicious.
Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind
Everything
has
does
been
revolve
struck in
around
an
me. Have you
elaborate
met me?
fantasy scenario
Yeah.
in which your
I'm
writings
Alan
are
fucking
affecting
Wake.
reality.
Yeah.
Who the fuck do you
She
think
has
you're
been
talking to?
kidnapped.
Like, they got my posters on the
Forces of
wall down at your
darkness are
diner.
trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Damn, this is the part of the game where we fight the hardest enemy of all, gaslighting. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated. TZ, in memory of a dear friend and a poet.
Is that the Tom from the cave?
One might want to believe that, yeah.
That died in the fucking collapse or explosion or whatever? in
1970? Yeah. Well, you think he might be important somehow?
I never get
No.
tired of this view.
Just
Very
world building, you know?
isn't it?
Yeah, really fleshing it
Cauldron
out.
Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a
Ooh,
storm.
that storm effect hit really
Funny,
nice.
I don't recall there being a mention of that in
Yeah.
the weather forecast.
Like, that was
Well,
like
no
3D
matter.
spatial audio
This way. Follow
with
me.
the headphones I've got on.
Alan, what I'm telling
Speaking
you is
of,
good news. Right now we're
storm.
in control. Every time you have a relapse,
How's
it's
your,
a little more difficult to
weather
resurface
been?
from the
We had
dark
some
depths of
some
your
thunder and
imagination.
lightning and
Not
hail.
surprising, considering
I
your
mean,
profession.
it's typically safe to assume that
Imagination
whatever
is what you
weather
work
y'all
with.
are having over there is
After
whatever
all your
weather we're not having
nightmares,
here,
this
but
should
it has
be an
been
immense
rainy and
relief
shitty
to
all day.
If it doesn't,
Yeah, it's
why
been
is that?
moving south.
Because I'm lying? Or
So I don't
because
know
you
how the
want
mountains
to
affect
admit
that,
you're
but-
not well.
Welcome to the
It's very
meteorology
natural
stream.
for you to think of me as your
We
enemy.
play video games
It's
and
part
talk
of
about the
I let
weather.
him talk.
It's up
Part of him
again.
obviously
The
liked
weather,
his
whenever I look
ideas.
up, there it
His
is.
words echoed madly inside my head.
But I
It's
can't
up
I dealt my
here,
hands into
too.
the palms of my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept
Great.
that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's
It's
go
been
inside.
wacky all over. You know. Oh, hello.
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only.
Scary, scary, scary.
No kidding. Same.
Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
I'm guessing we're gonna
Please,
run into
Emerson.
him tonight.
Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress.
I love him.
I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike. Ooh,
It's
yeah.
trash, of course, but it does involve
Yeah.
some small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Just doing karate while being absolutely roasted by a doctor.
Well, a doctor who's like, video games fucking suck while he's in a video game.
Yeah.
Come, Alan, this way.
Damn, is this the new Skrillex?
You know, I really want to grow up and be that guy.
You might have noticed
Yeah?
Just doing karate at rude doctors.
You've
Hell
been
yeah.
writing as a
Sometimes you gotta do karate. This dude looks like he sells Bibles.
Absolutely.
He sells Bibles specifically to parents of gay teens. He has the special anti-gay Bible. It has a vagina engraved on the cover. He doesn't know about the female gaze yet because he tries not to think about female people at all. Typically, our patients have long-term creative problems, and they won't be solved overnight. Give yourself permission to take the time you need. Bear in mind that you're voluntarily receiving treatment that has been specifically tailored for you. Engagement therapy, TM, and its sister method, the flow, TM, works best when you are actively engaged in shaping them. If you have any concerns, please don't hesitate to voice them. What a nice institution.
Yeah.
There they are.
Killing me.
If it wasn't evil, this would be a nice place.
What a storm.
I hope it wipes
Tor's got a
this
squeaky
place off
hammer.
the face of the earth.
And
Oh, yeah, he does.
These two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing.
Good
more
night,
to be
Wayward.
done.
Thanks for stopping by.
I'm afraid
Good
the
night.
rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
So Tor magically loves hammers, and the guy who took the name Odin in his band already only had one eye.
Alan, the power has been acting up.
This is probably what inspired
We'll
them.
continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish
That's
out
exactly
our
what I was
secrets,
thinking.
But he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement,
I love
Sonny.
these guys.
Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say,
They do, don't they,
right, Tom.
Mr. Seb? It's a
Yeah, we
weird,
like him,
weirdly
don't we,
specific
bro?
thing to
He's
say,
gotta
but they
go
really
to
do.
the farm.
The Anderson Farm.
They really do.
Valhalla.
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head
Where was he
clearing
keeping
up,
that?
Or according to Hartman,
In his
I was
butt.
sinking.
Hold on.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words.
Just a second.
That's ominous.
Yeah.
So, TZ definitely is the Tom from the cave.
Could be.
Well, his name is Tom.
Yeah.
Back into the fantasy.
Well, it's just 2 letters. I mean, there's only, what,
about everything.
25 of them?
Crazy
28?
or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got
Well,
any
TZ
booze
is
on you?
Thomas Zane, the poet.
Yeah,
We've established that.
Yeah.
We have a stash
It's very
of
strange.
I will put
stuff at the farm.
my life savings on the line here.
Local
TZ is Cave Tom.
medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain. I just noticed leather patches on the elbows. That's not very rock and roll. Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch. She used us all, taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch. And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag. She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does. We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god. Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake. Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other rider. She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you? Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid. Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit. So tired. Built the farm close to the lake. A place of power.
There's so many references to games made like
You should go
10
there
years
and have a
later in
party.
everything they just said.
That Bob Balder threw the amp through the window.
That's so cool.
Hit that
Bob Balder
hippie
doesn't pop
chick
up
in
until
the back of the head. 15 stitches and a concussion. Bob's dead now. Leukemia. Stitches, snitches, and narcs, man.
I'm just gonna stand here and see what they say.
Yeah.
I'm tired, man. So tired.
Well, they survive at least another 13 years, so
Good on that.
I want to go home.
It probably is helpful to them to not be being poisoned by Dr. Evil.
you think they're being poisoned? He's so nice. Look at his face.
Wait, no, there's a piss jug back there.
Wait, really? Back here?
I saw something. No, back in the other room you just entered and then left.
Oh, well.
I saw something shiny.
Yep, there it is. Hold on, let me just.
You know, you can say a lot about me, but I've got an eye for piss.
Yeah, if there's anyone who knows their piss, it's you.
Hey, Wake, why don't you
Two
humor
piss
Dr.
can
Hartman
looked.
and give the writing a shot? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Great, thanks. People seem to be encouraging me to write.
It's good. It's a very supportive place.
I think the Anderson brothers may have just, like...
I'm not myself.
Whoa.
It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice.
I like how he only
It's
said
lying
one
to
of those
me,
things out loud.
Using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Oh, hey, there's another one.
I'm going to see what this is.
Cool. I also... Hold on. Oh my god. Everyone should scan this right away.
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't.
Everyone and their mother should really, really scan this QR code right now.
Watching me like a hawk.
The best part about it is the guy in the photo there, in the GIF.
Mm-hmm.
That's Sam Lake, head writer of Remedy Games, who made this.
Hell yeah.
Max Payne is the first game that they ever made. Remedy did. Payne spelled like it is in the GIF. That's awesome. Also, he lent his face to Max Payne. Like, he didn't have actors to hire for that game, so he just 3D scanned his own head.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Mr. The Weird, you are aware that you have a rewind function.
Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see.
I can
what's
actually
up. You just
send the link in the chat.
Okay?
Oh yeah, there you go. That's a good way to do it too.
I didn't know what the chaos was all about.
They've been reciting song lyrics we're gonna hear later.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Great.
Things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Uh-oh.
Right? Also, if it's not in the chat yet, here's the thing.
I sent it.
Cool.
It's just alanwake.com/tag3.
Ah, so there's probably... We missed one then.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't
Well, I can just use the power of the internet.
Oh
See
shit.
what
Hartman's goons?
the other ones were.
I had
What
to
the
get to
fuck?
Hartman's office. He had taken all my
He got a
managed
real hammer.
packages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Tag 2 doesn't exist.
They're staging a revolt because the old gods of fucking Asgard.
And beat our wrinkled adult diapered asses for it, since you're so tough, Bert. We were on the road, man! You think we haven't seen punks like you before? Mortal knave!
Fuck them up. Hit him again.
So this is gonna be us in about 70 years.
God, I fucking hope so.
He's probably kidding, Bert.
All right.
He's got a great sense
Let's agree now. Who's losing the eye?
Sinclair.
Me, definitely.
Okay, cool.
As
I
long
want
as
the
you-
hammer.
Yeah, develop a thing for hammers.
I already have a thing for hammer. You don't remember back in the day in the homeland, going out to the shed to bunks?
Oh my god, yes. I mean, do you remember the stink soup I had going on?
Yeah.
Memory and thought, jet black and clawed.
Yeah, they're, You're gonna hear the song that they're reciting later. I know that for a fact. I know there's a fight scene set to that song.
Fuck. Yeah.
That's a thing that Remedy's been doing since Alan Wake.
The photo on the wall caught my attention.
Is fight scenes set to music.
I knew the man next to Hartman.
I mean, you gotta have cool music
Oh,
for a
shit.
cool fight scene.
Playing me all along.
That's the kidnapper on the right there, the guy who was extorting us.
It sure fucking is. The guy that was being tortured by the evil witch lady?
Markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
Oh boy.
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean
Ron the
with
Weird
you?
knows what I'm talking about.
Not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well,
Sounded
he's
edited.
not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
Just looking around
You
like,
don't have to say this.
me?
No.
Doesn't sound
I
like me.
tried, but he's
Oh,
not listening. He's
I'm
too
this
deep
guy.
in his own problems.
Yeah, not that guy.
Always
Jesus.
going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him. And we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Yeah. No, they've been trying to get him to the insane asylum ever since he arrived in Bright Falls.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
It's
I'll
like
get
some
him
sort
very
of
mysterious.
Alan Wake or something.
Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna chew your crazy quack ass to shreds! Seriously! Do you have any idea?
Hi.
Man, am I glad.
Sorry, there's some piss behind
We
you.
need to get to Hartman's office.
That's the stuff.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of
Girl
asses,
boss.
that
Around the
Dank gave
Weird,
me a
you and
real
your
hard
old gods
time,
references
but I
are
had no
great.
clue
We don't
where
even
he
know where
was.
Sea of
That
Gods,
guy's crazy
Sea of Night goes
He
yet.
let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
Hell yeah. Fucking love Barry. What a G.
A revolver.
Excellent.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Fuck him up, Alan.
Oh, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
feels pretty good about himself for that. Cool. I have...
You think he believes in a thing called love?
I had to find a way out.
Just listened to the rhythm of my heart.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
Great. I don't have a flashlight yet. Shit. Okay. Damn, that dark be coming. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, not there. Alright, not there.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Yeah, got it. Hold on, there was a generator upstairs, right? Hold on, my weak-ass rider legs need me to rest a bit. Okay. Looks like a scene from the fucking Sword in the Stone in here.
It's a really dumb spot to put a generator.
You think so?
Yeah.
There we go. That's satisfying to watch.
Yeah.
Alright, 6 bullets. Oh boy. Hoop. Get the fuck away from me. Flare, thank you. Thank you, give me the flare. Please give me the flare. Is there anything else in here that... No.
Any piss?
I don't see any piss, but, you know, there might be some later. Jesus, that shit's just everywhere. Oh my god, okay.
Well, this is what the flare's for, I guess.
Feels like it. Wouldn't it be fun if it just barely lasted long enough? Like it left me with like an inch of... Come on, pop on, do it. See what's on TV. Ooh, it's cars. You like those.
Yeah. What is that? No Ford to 2013 Mustang?
That would make sense given that this game came out in 2013.
Yeah.
And that was a Mustang commercial. Good spotted.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Oh.
Want access to thousands of applications? Verizon Wireless has you covered. Check out the latest games. Discover new music and old favorites. Social networking, sports scores, news. It's all at your fingertips. No matter what you're into, Verizon Wireless can satisfy your never-ending appetite
Hell yeah.
for apps. Check out VCast apps and load up your phone.
Remedy had real trouble scrounging up the money to make this game. That's why all the product placement everywhere. I believe even the bullets are sponsored. Like, those are actual brands of bullets. Oh boy. Can I get through now? Come on. Ow! Okay. Right.
Cool.
Come on out. So I see how we're gonna have to play this. Break the door. comes. Hoop! Shit. Dicks.
I'm here.
There he is. Give me the flashlight, Barry.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
Thank you. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Oh. Fuck a duck. Okay. Okay. Good amount of light. Jesus Christ. No, no. Oh my god. There's so much happening.
Christ.
The house looks bad. Let's get out of here.
The house does look bad. That's, yeah. In general, everything seems to just turn to shit whenever I show up. Okay, so we're just gonna pull up to this hedge maze real quick. Hedge maze. I have 12 bullets, 2 flares, 7 flashlight batteries. Let's rock.
Fuck.
I'm just gonna brute force it.
Hurry up. I can hear those evil guys moving around.
Any piss?
Not seeing any piss, but in
What's
general,
the point of a hedge maze without piss?
Well, the hedges are for pissing on, as you know. Shout out to all the bullets I just got. Go. Okay, the good shit all around. I'm literally just gonna brute force this hedge maze. Like, just follow the right wall and I will eventually reach the exit.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece.
Yeah.
A full-size
Fuck,
stage
yeah.
complete with a
Yes.
sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this. in a
Standard
remote
stage
theater.
trimmings.
When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's where we're going, brother. Moments like that, that's why people love Remedy games. Like, they'll spend the whole game setting up something fucking crazy.
Al, be careful. I can see them moving around. They're coming for you.
I hear you. They're not so scary.
Yeah,
Oh,
big
I got
bad
my
guys aren't as scary when you shoot them to death.
Exactly. My favorite part about this game is murdering people to death.
Yeah.
Of course, the whole brute forcing this thing. Okay, there we go. That was a fun line of dialogue to overhear.
Yeah.
I'd imagine it's one of those gibbering motherfuckers who's just hanging out in the shadows and saying whatever.
Oh yeah, and then he's gonna run around too fast and be very annoying.
God, I hope that's not the case. I really hope more of those fuckers don't turn up. That was the actual worst. They got some voice actors just killing it in the booth, though.
Yeah.
Hold on. It's time for the inconveniently timed piss. Quick, hit him with a beatbox.
A boof, a piss, a boof, a piss.
Hi, I love you. Can I pee real quick? Thank you.
So how's everyone else's night going? Mine's going pretty well. I'm sleepy. I had dinner. All good shit. Well, see, uh, that's actually extraordinarily racist. Um, but it is my beautiful homeland of Denmark is very, very gorgeous. We've got some ocean and then hills that get all the way up to 130 meters tall. One of them does. So, there's a lot of stuff in between, some grass, a couple trees.
Don't forget about the pig shit.
Have some pig shit and houses.
Sometimes. Only sometimes there's houses.
Yeah.
There he is. I figured I'd fight this guy. What the fuck? There's birds? Okay.
I see piss up there behind him.
Yeah, me too. Just... Did I get him? Did he die?
I hope so.
Me too. Fucking stop! Oh my god! Cool.
This time.
That sucked. Flare gun. Excellent. I'm gonna switch away from it so I don't accidentally unload it in some single dude's chest.
Yeah. Flares are for married guys only.
Yeah, I don't want to just unload on anyone's chest, you know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure they're worthy. Fuck. Okay. Proceed through the garden. Love that directive. Big fan of everything it implies for my future. Hello.
Hottie to hottie.
Hello, shotgun, my old friend.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Ah, so the guy's name was Mott. Okay. Garden. I'm gonna go ahead and just... Oh my god. Again?
Fucking birds. I think this game would be better without the birds.
I think so too. But at the same time, the fact that they're annoying means that they're a well-designed enemy.
Yeah.
Usually. Fuck! There we go. Oh. Fucking quick draw rune strikes again. I imagine that everyone at home is in awe of my gameplay capability. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking fuck. Get out of here. Why would I even waste flashlight battery on half of a gate?
Maybe it's gonna fly at you.
It doesn't typically.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
You know when your DM is just done with the campaign? Like, the world itself is exploding from underneath your feet. Emil made Tom do it.
You know, if you turn that M upside down and then make it a V instead of a W, that spells evil.
Ooh, shit. Evil's what we're fighting out here. Good clue. Good catch.
Yeah. So I think maybe the bad guys are evil. Just from context clues.
I don't think that's quite right. I was thinking the bad guys might be the good guys in this game, actually.
Because Alan's the only one shooting people?
Yeah, pretty much.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Oh god.
We're fine. We're not gonna be fine.
So, I think your definition of fine is a little bit flawed.
Yeah, no kidding. That sucked. But it's okay. I don't want to drop flare on these guys. I just need to get behind them and kite string it. Should be pretty easy.
Yeah, I think just go down there.
Open it and then run for it.
Open it and then...
Oh, they're fucking combo attacks, though. Oh, God! Okay, not that.
I don't think you even need to open it. Just get down there and then turn around and start fucking blasting them with light.
And then I just started blasting. I make way too many references to It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia for someone who kind of hates that show.
It's fun.
I haven't gotten it yet. But then again, that's how I felt about Bob's Burgers. Okay, we're dropping flare on these guys.
I think that was a good use of a flare.
I would say so. Especially considering I now have 3 flare gun ammo. Hopefully that'll make some stuff happen, right?
I'm a little scared of what you might need that for.
Yeah, but then again, I finished the last chapter with 7 unused flare gun ammo, so...
It's the classic thing where video games go, hey, this is a limited resource, use it sparingly. And gamers go, I'll never use it.
Yeah, well, yeah. Shotgun, lithium batteries, wow, everything I could ever possibly want.
Especially piss.
Yeah, especially piss. Having a little glug before the big thug is gonna really up my game.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he'd had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
I wonder what Dr. Hartman's first name is.
Is it Emil?
Starting to feel like it might be. Seems like he's been practicing medicine around these parts for a long time.
Or is it Evil?
I think you might be onto something
dun,
big.
dun, dun.
Listen, if you see any laser dots on your head, those are just government snipers. Ignore them.
Ow! You're alive!
That's me.
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, Barry, I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Great. Great. And me with no flares. Oh, I have 2 flares, actually. Great. That makes this nice and easy. Oy, oy, oy. Okay. And I'm dead. Okay, so not nice and easy.
I think you should just
use my flares.
Well, use your flares, but also kind of pick them off as they come to you rather than running into the middle of them.
I need to leave myself somewhere to run, but but you're right. Oh!
Oh!
Oh, Jesus!
Here it is! Oh, I found the key!
Get fucked!
Oh. That was some real big boy fighting you did just then.
Oh, that was some good timing. That was good.
For the nearest, you're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
I love him. Barry is the only sane person in this whole fucking town.
Yeah. I mean, he's entirely fucking right. Just get out of there.
Yeah, well. Alan clearly can't live with it.
Yeah.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest...
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special
when your
about
friend
this
is
place. The lake,
having a terrible
does
trip
something
and
to
you're
the
just
works
trying
of
to
art
get them home
created.
before they do
It
something
makes
dumb.
them come true.
Yeah.
But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy
write
or
a new
not,
story.
you're not delusional. Weird
Like
shit's
Tom
going
Zane
down.
before
That's a
him.
fact. I'm on board, man. I'm
And
with
the
you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
Oh.
Yikes.
Al!
Mr. the Weird.
God damn it, Al! Talk to
You're
me.
right. It did happen. I was cocky and yeah. And now all my guns are gone again.
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Barry!
I'm just gonna heal real quick using my author powers.
Okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that. Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall.
What if I hit those same bushes and got the same amount of scratches with his no scratches?
Use a flare, Barry!
I hate scratches.
Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al. I'm great. Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
New Yorkers are weird.
You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al. I'll be waiting.
Off to the farm we go.
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al,
The Andersons have it figured out, dude. I would love to retire there.
go ahead.
Right?
Secure the area.
Well, it's the Valhalla farm.
Don't worry about
Yeah.
it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
There's birds everywhere. The farm. Mr. Seb knows. I've only heard of this scene. I've never seen it before. But I know at the farm some crazy shit's gonna go down. Okay, don't have my flashlight. Don't have bullets. Ah, piss.
You don't have any of that either.
Yeah, not yet though.
Look it all.
Oh, Jesus. Christ. I see the piss. It's out there. Get it. Okay, well, piss secured, so there's that, I suppose.
You get to keep the collectibles after you die?
Probably not. I guess we'll see once I get back up there, but also it looked like a puzzle that I know the solution to. Or more specifically, like, if it's gonna be floating barrels... Yeah, I fucking see you. Christ! Bring it on, wheelbarrow. Oh, do I not regenerate in this light? Okay. There's a pagey in there. Doesn't sound like Barry's having a great time in there.
You know what? That's his problem.
It really is.
We're out here chugging piss, reading pages.
That's just the way I like to spend my Saturdays.
Having a baller-ass time.
Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Jesus. Who's Walter, anyway?
Why is he such a baby?
No kidding. You should stop crying about shit.
Hey, grow up, Wally.
Okay.
Oh, the piss is still out there.
Yep. Which means that we're gonna have to... use the Use whatever lights at our disposal. Come on, do the levitating. There we go. Got him. Alright, piss secured. Let's roll. No, let's get the fuck out of here. I feel like a lot of the environment's trying to fuck me over here, and I just don't feel like this is a safe space. Fuck! Fuck! God! You just keep yeeting shit at me.
You know, emotionally, this is probably what it's like working at an Amazon warehouse.
Emotionally, physically, and every other Lee.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Alright. Is there a generator up in this bitch, or...?
I think it's probably up those stairs, isn't it?
Potentially, I just looked like the wire was going into the cave. Hup.
I hope there's...
Shut up.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
Jesus Christ.
There'll be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate.
Is Nightingale also a New Yorker?
Nightingale is a lot of things.
Specifically a New York police officer.
Nightingale is an FBI officer.
I know, I was just saying because he was gonna murder a sleeping man.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a good FBI officer.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Trust no one in the dark.
We figured that out.
We've seen that a couple of times.
Yeah.
Don't have a weapon. Yeah, I see you boys. Hold on. Nope, that's not the button. Fucking hell. Fuck! Okay. Do I really have to kite string you boys away? Or I can die. That's cool too.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
And no fucking batteries.
Yep. I just have to get to the generator. Like, that's the way that this is gonna work. Okay. Or not. Oh, just please move, Alan. I'm begging you to do anything that I'm telling you to do with my buttons.
You could try just running.
But I had no choice.
Fair. Fair.
Also, I don't know why they put that generator there if you weren't supposed to use it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, just... Yeah, I see you.
Oh, there's batteries.
Oh, fuck this. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna... Fucking hell. I am out of stamina. Please, no! Okay, so I gotta get the Jenny on.
Facing the enemy without a weapon was
or you could just
but I had no choice.
Run past the Jenny, not try it at all.
Yeah, that's fair.
Some distance between you and them as fast as possible.
The thing is... Hold on, I'm gonna rest up here. The thing is, Alan doesn't run. Like...
Yeah, but you see how far back they're starting. I think you could probably run past the Jenny and just get down to where you need to go.
Or... God, there's so many axes. All my axes live in taxes. Okay, we're cool, right?
Yeah, checkpoint reached.
I missed the batteries back there, but...
Oh.
Whatevs.
You were probably supposed to use them for that, so...
Yeah.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Yeah, probably Barry. The page earlier implied that Barry was going to be fine, so...
Yeah. Oh, heavy-duty flashlight.
Thank you very much.
Does the normal flashlight just do enemies here?
What do you mean?
Like, do you still have to squeeze it?
Yeah, I mean, you have to squeeze this one, too. The heavy-duty one. It just, like, the batteries go harder and it shines brighter.
Okay.
Like, it's just a better flashlight. No guns, though, because why would these campers bring guns? And also, it's the middle of the night, none of them are in their tents, and there's a fire burning. So, you know, Smokey the Bear would be very disappointed.
I mean, they were probably the guys throwing axes at you.
Yeah, probably.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
Cool.
Fun.
Yeah, a whole game about wandering in the woods in the PNW, being chased by crazy lumberjacks.
The Seattle experience.
For real, though. Crazy lumberjacks is just what we call web developers around here.
Wait, was there piss? No.
Was there?
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place.
Whoa.
I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
Interesting.
That's spooky.
The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
Oh, great. Bunch of bear traps. We will just walk around them. Shooting them is a waste of ammo. Really
what ammo?
Fair. Oh, son of a bitch. Anyone else?
Oh.
I was really hoping that I would.
That's fucked.
Got him.
Gun!
Yes.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm. The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
Fuck. Yeah.
You know at the beginning of the game when I was like, Tor and Odin are going to be your favorite people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty much the best.
They just rock. Like, they're two benevolent old rockers who take no shit. Yeah, I see them. I'm gonna go get them. Hello, my pissy friend. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Okay. Get fucked. I really gotta stop assuming A is the pick stuff up button. Because doing a dumb little jump is making me feel silly.
I just assumed you were so happy to see piss.
I mean, that too. This is probably a wonderful checkpoint to call it for the evening.
Yep. Time to go back to high school.
Yeah, no kidding. Some people said they read ahead and that this chapter, these next couple of chapters, were gonna get a little bloody.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna take another piss to make sure that my bladder is ready for it. And then I will join everyone who would like to voice a character today over in the voice chat in the Discord, which I always remember that I need to put somewhere on the YouTube page right after I say that. And then over the course of a week, I completely forget about it. So someone please remind me. Please and thank you. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Goodbye. All right. Chat. If someone could remind me which chapter we're on. I have no idea.
Right. Let's get the show on the road. I like how the main menu changes depending on where we're at in the story. Hello. It's me, your boyfriend. Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Alien or human rune someone.
What did you call me?
Martian.
Martian? I'll have you
There's
know,
no people from Mars.
I was born and raised right here on Earth. I don't know what you feel like you're trying to imply, but I would take it back if I were you.
I take it back. I take it back all
Martian
the way.
is our word.
Ruin,
I mean,
it's already torture enough that I'm volunteering. I'm torturing myself reading this. So, you know, there's not really too much worse you can do to me.
What? Wait, did you mention you'd read ahead, or you're torturing yourself reading this, like, currently, like what we're about to do?
I said, you said that I should take it back. I said, there's not too much you can do to me because I'm, volunteering to read this monstrosity.
That's fair. And, you know, I appreciate your sacrifice. And you too, Mr. Seb. Thank you so much for joining us.
I wouldn't call it a sacrifice. I actually enjoy this, but, like, ironically.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there is no factual difference between ironic enjoyment and actual enjoyment. Like,
no.
Like, ironic enjoyment is
if you're having a nice time doing something.
Seb is just a huge Sonic fan, and this is where it all started.
Ironic enjoyment is just enjoyment that is different than the enjoyment that the authors of the work you're enjoying had intended.
There, that's a great point.
But having skimmed some of this, things do get a little violent coming up. Once
Not
again,
the fun kind.
Just as a disclaimer, we're gonna do our best to skip over any like ridiculously shitty words or portrayals of that sort of thing. If there's a section that gets like crazy dumb, then we'll go ahead and take a vote on it and move past it or something like that. Which is because the woke mob has finally taken over this stream, and I'm beholden to their every whim. I have this thing deep in my skull where I like to be nice to people, and that's the woke mind virus for you.
Fucking lib.
Yeah, no kidding. I like people to feel good things when they're around me, and in general, just enjoy my company. It's terrible.
So you're saying you're anti-American?
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying. I think the flag should
Can't
have.
Believe you hate Jesus.
Have
yes,
50...
clearly, a strong American wrote this fan fiction.
Yes. Kind of motherfucker who will fire a shotgun at a hurricane to get it to turn back.
Yeah.
Ting tang walla walla bang bang. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sonic High School, Chapter 21. Sonic woke up out of his bed and onto the floor, and was still angry. Now Sonic was Black Sonic, and he had a tattoo. Sonic got ready for school by putting on scary things like chains and spiky collars that made him look bad, and went to high school. Sonic went to his classes, but did not do what he was told to do in class. He did not talk to anyone, and instead he went on the computer and looked at videos of cigarettes and knives. Sonic then arrived near the lunchroom, which was where they were having lunch. Sonic's friends. Sonic just looked in from outside while everyone was inside and no one was outside but Sonic, like an alive snowman that looks in your window on Christmas. Sonic saw Amy and Rouge looking still skinny but now eating food in such a happy way. Sonic could hear them talking. I'll leave it to you guys to sort out who's who.
Either way, I'm doing a Valley Girl voice.
Word.
I would like to be Rouge so I can do the Italian accent again.
Very fair.
Okay, I'll be Amy then.
Get at it.
Wow, I am so glad we are out of detention.
Said Rouge. Said Amy to Rouge. Bleh.
Yes, thanks to Silver, we have escaped from a detention.
Said Rouge to Amy. It looked like Silver did the hero thing to do and saved Amy and Rouge from detention, and now they were out. Sonic was not happy about it, though, being... You know, I'm just going to say dark from here on in.
Yeah. Haggard bitches.
Said Sonic to the window next to the door that he was looking through into the lunchroom from outside. Sonic saw Tails and Espio and all of the other people go over to Amy and Rouge laughing and smiling that he hung out with before he turned dark, and he got mad and sad and left. Sonic walked by the lunchroom's food area, which was a different room, but attached to the lunchroom, where there were separate... Oh my god. The sentence structure's like actively deteriorating as this is continuing.
This person does not know what a period is.
No,
or a comma.
No, not the female kind, and certainly not the sentence kind. Which was a different room, but attached to the lunchroom, where there was a separate door that could get you into this part where the food was made. Sonic walked by and looked in, and the lunch lady was giving food to all the teenagers. And she saw Sonic and looked surprised at how he looked now with black fur and tattoo. But then she got over it and waved and smiled. Sonic looked away and kept walking. Behind him, the lunch lady looked sad and disappointed and worried. Sonic left the school completely, which is really bad and will get you in big trouble, and he went to the Chinese restaurant. Sonic got some Chinese food and ate it. And with his food came a magical fortune cookie, where there is a piece of paper inside with a magical fortune on it that tells the future. Sonic opened the cookie and ate the cookie, but kept the paper. And it said... Does anyone want to read the fortune cookie out loud?
I'll be the fortune cookie.
Cool.
You will not have any friends if you're dark.
Sad.
So, for the folks at home, the word we're avoiding saying is black. And that's because every context it's used in makes it sound like we're terrible people. If that's a racist thing for us to do, please blow up the comments. Sonic thought about what it said and wondered what it could mean and what it could mean for him, because it was so mysterious always reading these cookies and their messages. After Sonic went back to school and missed one of his classes but went to the next one, but on the way into high school, the hall man tried to stop Sonic, but Sonic punched him right in the face so hard that he almost died and got past him. Sonic finished his school day and then went home and punched things, leaving holes in everything that showed he was stronger than everyone now. Sonic also looked at porn. That was not like he usually did, now with things like...
Jesus Christ!
Now with things like Africans and dragons. Sonic was becoming so scary. Even though he was very scary now, though, as Dark Sonic, his balls were still the same and did not get cured. You know, Mink, you're onto something. Fuck this dark nonsense. From now on, the word black gets replaced with the word gothic. Not goth.
Yes.
Gothic.
Sonic is the new Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way.
Absolutely. And we will get to My Immortal. If it's not the next one we do, then it's going to be the following one. But My Immortal needs to be on the plate for this. You know what I'm saying?
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Besides Amy cheating on him, is the author implying that his infected balls are what's causing him to turn into this dark Sonic?
Gonorrhea makes you evil. This is true.
I don't think the author even knows what implying is.
That's too many syllables.
It's very valid.
I think they're just saying that gonorrhea makes you evil.
Perhaps it's because
gonorrhea doesn't make your balls itch, though. That's crabs or herpes.
Also, is it from the lunch lady that he got it from?
Because
he just had it.
Yeah, he's had itchy ball disease since the beginning of this epic saga.
Yeah, you can tell I skipped a couple chapters, so I have no idea.
No worries at all. I mean, but once we're done with this read-through, the plan is to clip it all down and stick it in a single playlist so that people can just listen to the audiobook.
How to get taken down from YouTube.
Well, we're not big enough for YouTube to give a shit about us, thank God. It became night in the world, but Sonic did not go to sleep like a normal person. In fact, when it got really dark out, Sonic got out of his room from the window and left. Because Sonic was gothic now, nobody could see him in the dark unless you looked pacifically hard just for Sonic. But who was going to do that? Sonic left and went to a bad neighborhood and bought drugs like marijuana and ate some of them and kept the rest in his pocket. Sonic had really changed now, from being the one with the best morals to being the one with the worst, like a seagull becoming angry because it would not get any breadcrumbs in the parking lot. Sonic moved on from the bad neighborhood to where he wanted to go next. Amy's house. Sonic's brain was now being controlled by drugs, and he was becoming even worse than when he was just gothic. Sonic went to Amy's window and looked into it and saw her sleeping on her bed like a DVD not being used. I have to use the right pronunciation. You're right, Mink. I accept this note. It's Gothic from here on in. Goffick.
Hi, Ruthie.
Cool. So just so we're all aware.
Yes.
Sonic went to Amy's window and looked into it and saw her sleeping on her bed like a DVD not being used. His head filled up with anger, but it was in a way that he actually became kind of happy and angry and laughed, like he wanted to do something bad to her. Jesus Christ. Sonic looked down at his tattoo that said,
"Fuck girls."
And it reminded him of what she had done to him. Sonic was so evil that he punched through the window and ran fast right to Amy's bed, and she started to wake up a little from being in sleep mode. Her eyes was just blinking a little, and she obviously could not see well at all, and especially could not see Sonic because it was dark, and he was now gothic, which was like camouflage. It's the greatest way I've ever seen that word spelled. Sonic just grinned at her with an evil look, and just as she started to open her eyes and see his wide eyes above her, he punched her right in the face. Amy was now in a lot of pain, but still confused and surprised, and maybe thought she was nightmaring. But no, it was real. A new gothic Sonic on drugs was about to beat all of her shit out of her.
"Fuck you, girl,"
he screamed, but still smiled, and punched her more in the face until all of her teeth got... Jesus Christ. Terrestrial radio does not condone anything that's about to happen because God.
Yep.
Shit.
And she was like a grandma who could only eat pudding and not steak. Amy was now screaming and crying, but he stuck a thing in her mouth and she couldn't do anything. He was so mad and under the powers of marijuana, and he looked at her and she looked so afraid and scared, but he was still smiling and angry. Sonic's gothic rage was coming out through his fists with violence. Then all of a sudden...
Reefer Madness.
I know, no kidding. Marijuana is a terrible drug. Don't do it, kids.
Specifically the marrow, like bone marrow kind.
Yeah, MAROWANA. But then all of a sudden, Amy kicked her foot up and hit Sonic right in the balls. Thank God, because the blankets were over Amy's foot as she did this, so she did not touch Sonic's ball disease. It still hurt him very much, though, and he fell off her bed and was in pain from being hit in the balls, which is the most powerful spot on a man, so it hurts the hardest, because it is like the information superhighway of your body.
What?
Sonic hurt so much from this that it was like a hit to his brain, and all of the drugs fell off his brain. Sonic suddenly looked around him and saw that he was in Amy's room. He ran over to the bed, kind of knowing what had just happened, but wondering if it was a dream, like Amy was thinking of it, but it was not. But it was not. Sonic was lying over Amy's body, and they were both perfectly still like a couple of candy canes, but one was sitting on an invisible bench over the other. Their eyes were both so big as they looked at each other, both scared and shocked at what was happening. Amy's mouth was all bloody and no teeth in it, like a hole that went straight to China, but instead it was to her boobs and then vagina. Sonic and Amy did not say anything either. Sonic suddenly looked sad and scared, and got off her bed and backed away towards the side of the room and ran out of it. Sonic was feeling so many feelings, being scared and sad and shocked and surprised. He could feel little baby tears at the sides of his eyes, like Jewish people being thrown up in the air of a bar mitzvah. Cool. I'm so glad that sentence didn't go any of the directions I was thinking in mind.
Yeah, I was a little worried about that one.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. We got there, though. He ran, and... Oh, hold on. My cat's fighting my internet router.
I was going to say, Smoke's running ahead as well.
No kidding. Please don't eat the wires. Oh my God, don't eat the wires. Oh my fucking God. Just a second. I can't reach her where she's at right now, so I could just... Fucking... Nope. The perpetrator, everyone.
She got him.
Seb, Ruthie says hi, by the way.
What's up now?
My cat, Ruthie. She says hi.
Hi, Ruthie.
Hello, Ruthie.
This is Chamomile. She likes eating wires. Anyway. He ran as fast as he could straight down the road. He ran out of the town and through the forest like a deer that could use a car, and to the edge of the forest where there was a giant cliff. Sonic ran off the edge of the cliff in order to die.
Jesus Christ.
R.I.P.
Who'd like to be the funeral man?
I'll do it.
Heck yeah.
Should I do this in a funny voice or like an actual like normal voice?
That depends. Do you care?
That's valid. We are gathered here today to put Sonic into the ground.
Said the funeral man.
Sonic died, and the other day, a security camera in the woods saw Sonic run off a cliff, and he fell all the way down, and hit the ground at the bottom next to the river. His body got so messed up, he is dead for sure.
Thanks, funeral man.
Wait, is that a British accent?
It's like
I don't know
it's
anymore.
like a vaguely regional European accent. I dig it.
I love it.
Partially was going for old man.
It was giving a little bit like the preacher in The Princess Bride, who goes like, "Wov, wov."
Yeah.
Partially, I was thinking it sounded a little bit like the National Geographic guy.
Oh, I see you.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone was at the funeral place, which they decided to put in the garden of the school so they could bury Sonic at high school, which is where he spent most of his time as a teen. All of Sonic's friends who were there were attending his funeral. Tails was right and front and was crying. And next to him was Amy, who was crying the most, and she was hugging Sonic's mom with her face in her boobs, who was crying too, but not so loud like a honking horn on a bike that she was not squeezing too hard. Everyone was so sad because Sonic is now dead. There was also Rouge and Cream, who was wearing a big ring with a really big shiny white Jew in it, and they were also crying because they are women, and they cannot control their emotoins.
I knew that one was a typo right there for sure.
What, the Jew or the emotoins? Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. were there, and being held and crying in a baby way. And there was Silver, who was crying a little, and even Espio, too, was crying a little bit at the funeral where they all were. Ms. Lesson was there, and she was crying, which made her look uglier. And the lunch lady was there, too, and even though she was very big and strong, she cried, too, because Sonic is dead. Sonic's Chinese doctor was there, too, also. He did not cry. We're gonna skip over the rest of that sentence. Charmy and Vector were not at Sonic's funeral because they were dead now. Blaze the cat was not there because no one liked her and no one invited her. Jesus
Christ.
Also, Blaze the cat. If there was anyone I ever shipped with Sonic, it's Blaze the cat. I mean, Sonic Advance, like, the chemistry between the... Anyway.
Clearly the author did not, though.
Yeah, and clearly the author can suck this dick. Amy looked at Rouge and said to Rouge...
Oh, shoot, where's it at? Rouge, where is Shadow? He said he was going to come here to Sonic's funeral. He is not here.
Amy sounded weird and sad, and she didn't have any teeth, so all of her words came out so idiotly. It's like she was a ghost who not speak a language that humans could understand. She usually did not talk now that she did not teeth, because Sonic punched them out of her mouth and into space before he killed himself.
I do not know. It is that he could be late, that he's not here.
You ever just ask yourself what you're doing with your life?
Every day.
I agree. I mean, I'm glad my life choices have led me to this point, don't get me wrong. But the Italian accent following that punched them out of her mouth and into space before he killed himself, like that just...
Oh, you mean the Valley Girl accent following into he killed himself?
It really just, like, it compounds, you know? Like, there's just sometimes you happen upon a moment in your life where you're like, damn, I'm really here, huh?
Now let's make a movie, but it's all Muppets.
Absolutely. No, let's please do that. Yeah. I would love a movie that's all Muppets.
But it's this story in particular.
Okay, so who should be the one human actor? Definitely Sonic.
I'll be Sonic. I'll be Sonic as a human.
Yeah. And every line is delivered exactly as Rasmus has been doing it.
But I'm not going to do the painting myself black part. I feel like that would be problematic.
Just
Yeah.
wear dark clothing.
Get some
Be fine.
tattoos.
I'll just John Wick it up.
It's a
Just black hair, black
artistic
suit.
liberties.
Just write the tattoo fuck girls in like pink highlighter or something like that.
Oh yeah.
That would really fit the tone, I think.
Yeah.
Said Rouge back to Amy in a sad way. They were right. Shadow was not there.
That?
Shadow was gothic, but even he was not gothic enough to not go to Sonic's fun reel. So why was it that he was not?
Tails?
Said Amy now to Tails instead of Rouge, who was on the other side of her, more towards the middle of it.
Where is Shadow? Shadow is not here.
Tails looked really sad and crying some, and everyone thought he is gonna kill himself in a few days because he is so sad and his best friend is now his dead friend. Hey, if any of y'all are thinking about doing something like that, don't. And also talk to someone, please.
Please.
Yeah. Hey, Rasmus, you want to be Tails?
Fine. I do not know, and it is pissing me off. We should send a robot to kill him,
said Tails, sounding mad and sad. Amy made a sad and disappointing face and said,
Oh, this is perfect for the Valley Girl voice.
Yep.
High school drama is so crazy.
Straight up cray-cray, girl.
So fetch, not fetch.
Stop trying to make fetch happen, Ghost.
She doesn't even go here.
And the funeral man went back to the front like a standing racehorse going to the front and started talking again.
Hello, family and friends and teenagers. We are now going to talk to him about why we love Sonic so much and miss him. Everyone, please come up and say a nice thing about Sonic so we can remember him before we put him down.
Put him down? I thought he was already dead. Tails got up first and went to the spot where he was and said,
Sonic was my best friend. He was the coolest and fastest, and he always knew what to do when we were bored and wanted to have fun. We lived in different houses, but it is like we did not, because we saw each other on the bus. I missed Sonic.
Tails started to cry more, and everyone thought that was sad, and Tails went back. Then Amy and Sonic's mom both did not go because they were both crying too much, and Amy's was embarrassed of her no teeth at all. Then got up Rouge, who was holding Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. like a sexy pelican carrying 2 watermelons in its mouth.
That's a sentence.
I
am going to miss Sonic so much.
No quotation marks.
Ed Rouge. He was such a cool and nice guy with the best morals. And everyone knew his penis was bigger than everyone else's.
Rouge was so sex-thinking, but it was okay, because it's all about saying good things about the dead person at a funeral, and everyone nodded anyway, because it was. Knuckles said,
I'll do Knuckles. I'm a baby now, but I've always been Sonic's friend, and I miss him. I want to thank care of him for taking care of me as a baby and helping me out with my schoolwork as a baby now.
And then Knuckles Jr. said,
I'll be Knuckles Jr.
Yeah.
I only knew Sonic for a few weeks, and he was the coolest guy I ever known. He was so fast and smart and good at everything. I wish he didn't kill himself.
And then Espio went and said some more sad things, and so did Cream and Silver and the rest of everyone, like a conga line of being sad. The lunch lady said that she will always miss Sonic, and that he was a nice boy, and that she wanted to take him and his friends to see Asia. And Sonic's doctor said that it might not be so bad that Sonic died, because now his ball disease had been neutralized.
That says neutralized.
Now his ball disease had been neutralized. Thank you. By the time that everyone was done saying things about Sonic, they were all so tired from crying and hungry that they needed to stop and have some food. They had caramel because Sonic really liked it after that time he had it on vacation, and they had soda because it always made them smile. Soda makes bubbles, and it is cool because of how they do it. But still...
Carbonation.
Carbonation. But still, even after all they did this, Shadow was not there. And some people thought that was rude. And Tails was ready to find him and cut his throat.
Shadow is still not here,
said Tails, just out loud to everyone and not really anyone.
What the heck?
Okay.
Said the funeral man.
Stop eating. We are gonna put Sonic in the ground now.
Everyone started to yelp and cry because that meant Sonic would never come back because you would get so tired digging him up that you would quit even if he was still alive. Everyone went back to the sitting zone and sat in chairs, and the funeral man and his dead person workers picked up the coffin like it was only a cotton candy suitcase and lifted it over to the big hole in the ground they made for Sonbic.
Okay, here he goes,
said the funeral man, and they dropped the coffin into the hole and it made a loud sound. Wayward, if you're still here, now's your time to shine.
Wait.
Wayward left, I think.
I know.
I'll be Shadow.
A man can dream.
No, wait,
said a voice from the back, and would you guess it? It was Shadow, who was now here at the funeral, finally here after it was almost done. And then he said,
I have to say something about my friend before you cover him with the dirt.
Shadow walked up to the front, and Tails reached out, punched him right in the balls as he was walking by, and it put Shadow's balls out of business.
Don't be late. Why are you late? That is so mean to Sonic and everyone,
said Tails, screamingly. Shadow was going backwards in pain because his balls felt like 2 apples getting eaten by birds.
Jesus.
Ow. I'm sorry. Listen, I have a reason. Just listen,
said Shadow, back in pain to Tails. Everyone pretty much agreed with Tails on punching Shadow to show how to respect. But Silver said that he should just listen to people before doing something. And the lunch lady said that sometimes you should just be nice instead of being mean, and people will learn the lesson anyway. So even though Tails is the smartest sometimes, he gets a little crazy, and other people can teach him things that he did not know. But he is still the smartest. Shadow finished being in super ball pain and went to the speaking area and said,
listen everyone. Sonic, who died, has always been my friend. I may be a gothic guy, and I may disagree with Sonic sometimes, but he is always my friend and I miss him so much, even though it has only been a few days since he jumped off the big cliff and messed up his body to death. But I have something I think everyone will all like.
Shadow took out a bag that looked glowing from it.
I spent my whole life collecting the Ultra Chaos Emeralds, and these are them. What they do is grant you one wish when you use them, and then you have to go hide them before you die, and after 100 years someone else can find them and use them. Well, it is time that they are used once again.
Shadow held the bag of them up in the air and said,
Ultra Chaos Emeralds, I call up the gods, and use you to bring the powers down and give them to me, to grant my wish. I wish.
I call up the gods real quick. And he did a dramatic stop, and everyone looked shocked and amazed and surprised at what he was going to wish for. What would Shadow wish for? Is it going to be for a lot of money? Shadow raised his face up.
I wish to bring Sonic back to healthy life.
The bag glowed really hard, and everyone was making a big deal and talking and going around. The funeral man and his people got up to Sonic's coffin out of the hole and put it back in front of everyone. The funeral man used his tool to open the coffin, and there was Sonic. He talked to him, shook him, and checked for a hard beat. But no. Fairy tales are not real, and Sonic was dead. And that's where we're going to call it for tonight. We have a couple more chapters to go still. These last couple chapters are really stretching out. Chapter 23 is where we're starting next week. I'm thinking we'll probably make it to the end by next week. I mean, we're at chapter 23 now, and as far as I can tell, as I rapidly scroll up to the top here, we only have 23, 24, and 25 to go. Only 3 more chapters. Figure, regardless, even if we make it to 9 p.m. next week, we might go a little longer just to make sure that we finish this out on a high note.
There should be a sequel called Sonic College.
You're right.
Sonic University.
Sonic 101.
I do just want to call everyone's attention to the fact that there is a song in chapter 24. I'm
excited about it.
No.
And it's not short.
We'll make up a tune to it. We'll hopefully we'll take a quick. Hold on. I'm reading. I'm happening to catch upon some lines from the beginning of this whole thing. Just fucking. Yeah. Anyway. Creams only make my balls sweat smell like the breath of a thoroughbred. And I think Amy, my girlfriend,